Hey everyone, it's Sebastian here. Today we're going to be going over the viability and the benefits that both children and parents may enjoy by following goodness of fit. So before even looking at any of the benefits that one might enjoy by following goodness of fit, we want to know if this term is even viable or valid in the first place. So taking a look at one of the articles we have here, I found a really good explanation. Just to give a little bit more of an understanding about what goodness of fit really entitles. So it says here, like the fit of a lock, and its key must be right for the combination to function. So the fit of individual temperament and environment must be right for healthy outcomes, which only makes sense. You know, you can't really um, get a good outcome if you have the wrong key, so the wrong type of care for that respective lock or child. So I thought that was a really good way of looking at it. So at first glance here, another article explains that demonstrating the efficacy of such interventions, which is indeed the goodness of fit that they're talking about here, is quite difficult because it's a highly individualized approach, which is true, as we've seen in the previous video, explains that each child has their individual or unique skill sets, interests, and so on. However, practitioners and researchers have made progress over the last decade in demonstrating its utility and efficacy. So I assume that this means that they have had multiple successful attempts and experimentation with this goodness of fit term. So this is a good sign towards the validity and viability of goodness of fit. So what we have here is an article that displays the various ways that we could measure goodness of fit. This is mostly statistical data, and we're not going to spend too much time on this, but what I'd like to say is that I don't believe that there is a method that is completely subjective, that we can measure something such as goodness of fit, or matter of fact, any other concept without being completely free of bias or anything of that sort. Um, so, with this being said, I don't think we'll ever be able to know, well, from an honest standpoint, if goodness of fit is completely causational towards positive outcomes within childhood development. However, I think this is also true when it comes to any other concept in the world of psychology, just because we never know anything for sure. However, that's just a personal comment. And honestly, this shouldn't distract you from all the positive reviews we have on goodness of fit. All you have to do is go on ProQuest or Unity libraries, etc., and you'll be able to find plenty of information that will enable you to make a decision for yourself. And as a side note, we actually have Stella Chess and Alexander Thomas's book here about goodness of fit, which they actually wrote themselves. And we heard about these two characters in the first video that explains a general overview about goodness of fit. So you're welcome to check this out for free, actually, on ProQuest. So, assuming that the benefits that are linked with goodness of fit are true, and that may be because you used your intuition, or some might say your common sense, saying that an environment that fits the child's temperament is obviously much more healthy than an environment that does not fit his temperament. Or that might be because of the research that you went over and the empirical data that says the same thing. Here we have a few benefits as a starter that may help you give a better understanding of what you might expect if you follow the standards that go within the goodness of fit. And for the parent and the children, in a sense, you can avoid some of the recurring battles that take place within your home. So, of course, if you have an active child and you give them the opportunity to be active within a safe zone, as you could say, you're going to avoid a lot of the battles that take place within your home, as it says here, because it has spent its energy already. And that's just an example out of many that you can interpret. Here is another one. So you might build a more trusting, respectful relationship with your children. Of course, This is more of a no-brainer, I would say, and your children's self-esteem is also raised. So this is another claim um, that is said here. So an important point that I'd like to make before we continue with more benefits that may come with goodness of fit is that goodness of fit actually has a cultural side to it. So with this being said, if the cultural expectations fall in line with the child's temperament, there's a lot of benefits to be found here as well. So you might ask yourself, what kind of benefits can we expect when cultural expectations fall in line with the child's temperament and the parenting practices and expectations fall in line with the child's temperament? Um, so what I found on Perusal, or the class textbook, which is actually why I'm not screen recording right now. I didn't necessarily want to share anything that was private or limited in a sense. So what it claimed is that children with difficult temperaments or even slow to warm up may become more easygoing as time goes by. So, while taking all this into consideration, I think that there's plenty of research that shows why goodness of fit is a viable concept, and that there's plenty of benefits by implementing this into your parenting philosophy, if you will. Um, Furthermore, I think you should follow me into my next video. That is me collaborating with CMHA in order to make a goodness of fit a little bit more possible for parents in terms of understanding what it is and how to accommodate each temperament individually. Do not forget to leave a like, leave a comment for things that you think we should cover in the future, and subscribe if you'd like to see my other videos and get notified for them. And without further ado, I will see you guys very soon.